Hi, it's Brittanie Zwart. I'm here with a meditation for us to enjoy. It's been a minute since I've done some meditating and also made some to share, so I'm excited to be here with you. Today, what we're going to do is you're going to find yourself in a seated position. Our meditation is going to be called, I haven't decided the name yet, but it's going to be about a hammock, which is a metaphor for our support system. And so we're going to embrace that together, okay? So find yourself in a seated position. Something like this is going to be today's activity or meditation might be better if you're laying down in a bed or in a supported position, something where you can let your body weight lean back into whatever the surface is you're sitting in. If you don't have that, that's okay. It's just going to be even more ideal to really get the essence if you're able to lean back or lay. Okay, so take a minute and find yourself in the most comfortable or settled position. Again, either lying back, seated, whatever you need. Begin to just notice. Often after we shift and we move around a lot, we kind of notice our breath is irregular, and so taking some longer breaths in and out. In and out. As you close your eyes, I want you to imagine an experience out in nature. Some of us may choose a beach setting. Some of us may choose a meadow or forest, woodsy type setting. This is a dealer's choice sort of situation based on what is most comfortable to you. I usually choose like a woods or a meadow, but I think today for this analogy or this metaphor, I'm going to go beach. You're welcome to do either. So I'm going to imagine right now that I'm seated on the beach in a hammock, maybe sitting up, getting myself settled. And my eyes are closed as I lay back and rest. I hear the sounds of the waves crashing kind of inconsistently, some louder, some quieter. Hear the sound of the trees nearby that are rustling, or the long grasses with the breeze coming through. I might notice the breeze on my skin, but it isn't uncomfortable or rough, just gentle to cool the skin from the heat of the sun that I also feel on my skin and maybe even see through my eyes. You know how when it's bright out, your eyes are almost like an orange through the eyelids? And so I notice that. I notice the colors through my eyelids. I notice the feeling of the breeze and the sun on my skin, the kind of titration between cooling from the breeze and warming from the sun. I notice the smell and the fresh, salty air. And taking just a few minutes to orient to those things. And maybe you hear, see, smell something different if you're in a different setting. I want you to imagine how good this hammock feels while you're laying in it. What it feels like to feel held. That tight support under your weight. The way it moves if you want it to sway or rock, but the way even if you want to just stay still, it can hold you. Leave you feeling supported. Similar to feeling cradled. Noticing what that feels like to have the taut hammock fabric under your body with the open air and the open breeze and the open ocean near you. And I wonder what it would be like if you're thinking about how this feels to be supported and held and cherished, cared for by the hammock, knowing that it is sturdy, knowing that it is built and designed to hold you, care for you, and allow for you to relax. be like to envision your back fully relaxed against this fabric, and maybe even your arms out to your sides, palms up, rested and relaxed. Maybe your knees have a gentle bend to them with your legs out in front of you. And just a small sway to the hammock with the breeze. So it feels like you're rocking, kind of like you're a child. And I'm thinking about the way we can feel supported by our loved ones in our community. And who do you think you feel the most cherished, cared for, and supported by? And I want you to take a minute and imagine the face of 2 or more people that feel like your safe space. And if you have 1, you can imagine 2 of them, whatever you need. So I'd like you to see their faces and notice how your body feels. Maybe there's a smile, a warming sensation in your chest, a relaxation when you imagine the faces of these safe people for you. What would it be like if you imagined those safe people holding the edges of your hammock rather than a sturdy tree or a sturdy hammock stand? You have the steady strength of your village and your relationships and your support system holding your hammock, anchoring and cradling you, allowing for you to fully relax, trusting them to have your back. For some, this could create a little bit of an experience in your body. You may wonder, what would that feel like to fully relax? For some, you already know, and imagining that feels good and feels safe, and you're able to put those faces right there for you. For those that it might feel hard, I would like for you to imagine that it does feel safe. And what would that look like for it to feel safe? To fully trust and fully relax. Are you in this situation able to feel your back against the fabric, your hands turned up, palms up, the breeze and the sun on your skin? Not only the sound of the waves, but the sound of your loved ones and your supports. Breathing encouragement and words of affirmation to you. Imagine what that will feel like. Maybe you see their faces and you look in their eyes and they smile, letting you know that they are happy to hold this for you, that they feel good seeing you feel safe, seeing you relax, trusting the reciprocity of the relationship that they too will have a turn in the hammock, whether that's you holding it for them or somebody else. That in a circular community, in a circular system, we have reciprocity for everyone. And everyone can take a turn being the person who gets to rest, being the person who gets cared for. I wonder what it would be like for you to take a turn resting, take a turn being cared for. You can name who could help care for you, who could give you that permission to care for yourself. And take a minute and think about what that feels like, how your body might feel, any sensations you're noticing. And if this is something that feels pleasing to you, that you would like to remember and feels calming to your system, I'm going to invite you to bring your hands to the tapping position. If you've tapped with me before, you know what I'm talking about. And we're going to install this into our nervous system. If you have not looked, it is one hand on each shoulder with your arms in a cross, or like an X. So we're going to start with a gentle tap, and another tap, holding the imagery of whatever feels the most peaceful to you. It could be the sensory sensations, with no image of your eyes, but just all the senses. It could be the images of your support system holding the hammock. It could be the sensation of the hammock against your back with a gentle sway. So I want you to take the time to figure out which feels the most peaceful to you and focus in on that, holding that image, holding that sensation, that feeling or sound as we tap gently to install to our nervous system. Tap, 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 and continue on for about 30 more seconds, or until whenever I feel naturally inclined to stop tapping. I'm beginning to slow my tapping. You're welcome to continue if you need a little bit more. I'm going to feel the weight of my hands on my chest. Look around in my imagery once more, orienting my body in this image to prepare to return to the present moment. So I might look around, eyes open in my imagery, noticing the scene. I might sit up in my hammock, maybe swing my legs over the side, give a stretch. In present moment, I might even put my arms up and give a stretch. Bring my hands back to my lap, roll my neck. I'm going to prepare to open my eyes and return back to the moment, and you're welcome to join me. If there's anything else you want to do, feel free to install or tap here in this moment. That's all I've got. Take care.